Isofam with just 1 inches foam, you can make your own hip padding. Okay, so I'll be teaching you how to make your own hip padding from start to finish. So do well to watch till the end to see how beautiful this hip padding is, see how fitted it is. So here is the hip padding without wearing it. This is the front and why this is the back. Okay, so I'll be teaching you how you can do yours. It's quite easy. So what you need is your short tights. Okay, so and your dress pattern or your skirt pattern and this 1 inch foam. You can use 2 inches foam, and again the hip padding depend on how pronounced you want it to be. If you want it to be more pronounced, you can use 2 or 3 inches hip foam, I mean. Okay, so I'll mark the length of my short. So my length, this short is 12 inches, so I'm going to make it just 10 inches so that it will not be showing down and up. Okay, it will just stay at that my hip region. Okay, so I'm marking 10 inches. Okay, so I'll mark my hip length, that's 8 inches. So I'll mark it, so I'll go out by 4 inches like so. Then I'll connect it to the waist like so. I'll connect it with my French curve, so it will have this curve like so. So this is how you connect it. Okay, so this is the front, so I'll just mark it, then I'll bring the back. So I'll also mark the waist length. So after I mark the waist length of my dress, I'll mark 10 inches. Okay, so after marking 10 inches, then I will now mark the hip length. So the hip length is 8. Okay, I'll mark the hip length. So at the hip length, then I'll just mark it. So you can just mark it like at that end. Okay, so I'll be marking 10 inches. If you want your own to cover your bum, just connect the curve like so all the way to the end. Okay, so your hair like this, how you connect it. So if you want it to reach all through your bum, all right, so but I don't want mine to reach all through my bum. I just want to stop maybe midway, you understand. So after drafting it, I will cut it out like so. It's just easy. Okay, so you cut it out. So I'll just make sure that you take note of the waistline and the side hip. So you see the way I'm notching the waist. Okay, and also the side seam. I'll also cut out the front like so, and also notch the waist like so, so that I will not make mistake and turn it. I'll turn the down part up. Okay, so I'll just notch it. So after notching, I'll bring my foam. So here is my foam. So I'll place my hip padding to the foam like so. So then I'll use my pins to pin the hip padding down. Okay, so after pinning down, I'll just bring my scissors and cut out my hip padding. See the way I'm cutting it out. So use your pin to secure it down very well, okay, before cutting out. So I've already cut the front, so this is the back. I'll cut the back like so. So fam, feel free to ask question. I'll answer you in the comment section. So here is the hip padding. I've already cut that out, so I'll just remove the pattern paper, or I can use this to cut out another one. This is one side of the hip padding, so I'll cut the second one off camera. Okay, so I saw this off camera. Look at the way I stitch it. Then I also trim out the edges, all around the edges like so. So I'll be doing the same to this hip padding like so. So I'll just remove the pattern paper. So I'll start securing the foam with by unsewing it like so. So make sure that you do not when you are unsewing it, make sure that it is not tight, because if it's tight, it will come off because it is foam. So you just unsew it gently. Okay, so I will unsew it all the way to the end like so. So after unsewing it, I will flip it to the other side and also unsew the other one like so. Or you can either bring gum and secure the middle with gum before unsewing it. Okay, so because I don't have gum, so I had to just unstitch this like so. So from I notch the pattern at the waist side. Okay, to know the waist where this hip padding will stay. So just make sure you secure a loose stitch so you can be able to place it up so that you will not turn it down. Okay, this can confuse you. So this is how the hip pad should be. Okay, the waist joint and the waist here and the second waist, then that's the hip. Okay, don't do it like this. So okay, this is how it should be. All right, because our hips are different. Okay, so I will just start trimming the foam. I will start trimming the foam like so that it will not be bulky. Because if you put this foam like this in your tight, everybody will know that you are putting on foam. So you need to, blend this out like so by trimming it around the edges. Okay, don't trim it all the way to the stitch side, or just around those edges like so. So make sure you trim it. Okay, so you see the way I'm trimming it, you trim it like so. It's super easy. Okay, so after you trim around the edges, then you can now turn it to the other side again and trim it. So fam, do well to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell to get you notified when I am posting new tutorials. Okay, so I'm done trimming it. Okay, so after when I trim it, I also turn it to the other side and also trim. So I'll bring my Airstay because I need to cover this foam. Okay, so I did not see the black Airstay, so I saw only the white. I don't know why they are selling white Airstay. Okay, so please, if you are using, make sure you use a black Airstay so that this will blend with your tights. Okay, so I'll place the Airstay at my foam, then I'll iron it so that the gum will stick to the foam like so. So after ironing it, I'll just cut out the excess Airstay. So after cutting it out, I will now turn it to the other side and place my Airstay on it again and iron it so that it will stick. Okay, so after ironing it, I will now cut out the excess one. So I'll do the same to the other side, to the other hip padding. Okay, so make sure that you use your black Airstay so that it will blend together with your tight. So here is my tight here. So I have placed one hip padding and I've already secured it by sewing it to my tight. So I'll be doing the same to the other hip padding. So I'll just place it. I'll place my hip padding inside. Okay, so please take note that you do not turn up, down, down, up. Okay, so I'll place it to the front of my tights. This is the front of my tights. Then I'll just secure it like so and arrange it. Then I'll pin it. So after pinning it, I will just and stitch this. Okay, so that it will stay one side. Okay, so you can get this black tights that has joining at the side, so that you just place the hip padding at the side of your tights. Okay, then you sew it before you sew the front and the back. Okay, but because this tight does not have any joining, so but I know how to sew this, so I've already secured it by the front. So don't make mistake and place the back to the front. That is the back hip padding to the front. Okay, so the front has to be in the So far, if you are confused in any way about this hip padding, you can just type your question in the comment section. I'll answer you. Okay, so I've already secured it down. So here is my hip padding. Here is the inside. That's the back. So and see how beautiful it is. See how curvy my hip padding is. Why I love this hip padding is I can wear it with any dress. It will just give my dress shape. Okay, so thanks for watching. Give this video a big thumbs up and watch our other tutorial.